Talking of another book, one of your previous book, Inglorious Empire, when you held post-launch talks, you were speaking in very clear terms that the British need to atone for the past. My question is, do you think, is it required? What will it do for us Indians? Isn't it too far for us to care about it?
That's a fair question. It's one that some have asked. And the answer is that, first of all, that didn't put off others who felt there were historical wrongs to be righted. All I'm saying to the Brits is, I'm not asking for reparations. What I want simply is an acknowledgement that the history of those years needs to be faced up to. That means first, teach it in your schools. Right now you can do A levels in history in Britain without learning a line of colonial history. I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
So teach it, don't brush it under the carpet. And finally, a simple sorry, a simple apology. And I've suggested the perfect time and place as far as India is concerned, and that is that on the 13th of April 2019, a little over a year from now, we will have the centenary of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, a horrendous massacre in which Britain started off by betraying the promises it made in return for Indian help in World War I, imposed draconian restrictions, oppressed people. When they started protesting, cracked down with martial law, sent generals, then they shot and massacred peaceful people who had gathered on the occasion of Baisakhi in this walled garden. And after all of this, when Dyer was rightly criticized by some, the British conducted a subscription to reward him and gave him the equivalent in today's money of £250,000 together with a bejeweled sword. And Rudyard Kipling, that flatulent voice of Victorian imperialism, called him the man who saved India. Well, I'm sorry, after all of that entire combination, the betrayal, the cruelty, the racism, the indifference to Indian suffering, and the self-justification at the end, perfect thing to come and say, sorry, we were wrong, because they were.
Yeah.
And if they can say that sorry, it may not do very much for us. It'll do a lot for their souls. I think it'll cleanse the British collective soul of this great sin that took place just 100 years ago.